Increasing your closing ratio by 10 to 20% might not seem like a huge accomplishment and that it's going to really move the needle, but when you're selling online high ticket packages that are at least $3,000 or more, increasing your closing rate by 10 to 20% means that you could actually make an additional $300 to $600 per week just in straight commissions. That's why in this quick 7-minute video, I'm going to show you how to overcome more objections so that you can close more as a sales professional and collect the income that you actually deserve. My name is Jaden Johnson, and for the past 8 years, I've been in the high ticket online coaching and consulting industry, selling myself as well as coaching and training sales reps and business owners. At this point, I've coached over 50 business owners in the online space, in addition to over 350 sales reps. And in every single one of my videos, including this video, you can expect psych-based sales strategy that you can implement after watching each video to close more deals and actually enjoy sales that much more. In addition to today's video, I'm also offering an opportunity for you to get free access to one of my private trainings where I go into depth on this specific topic. So if you enjoy today's video and you want to go even deeper into objection handling and overcoming objections, all you have to do is comment overcome down below this video, and I'll send you that private training from my private coaching program, Psych Expert, so that you can go into depth on objection handling and start closing more deals. But without wasting any more time, let's dive straight into today's topic, which is helping you help your prospects overcome their objections and close right then and there in your sales meeting or your sales call. Let's go ahead and jump right into today's topic, which is how to help your prospects overcome their objections and close. Now, before we actually dive into the process that I'm going to show you today in regards to overcoming objections, it's important to remember that there's a difference between objection handling and overcoming objections. Now, the difference between objection handling and overcoming objections is when you're handling objections, that means that you're taking them through a process of getting clear on what their objection actually is. And in addition to that process, you're also preventing a lot of objections from coming up in the first place. So that's what objection handling actually is. While on the other hand, overcoming objections is the last part of your objection handling process. It's the aspect or the part of your objection handling process where you help your prospect decide, despite their objection, they're going to move forward and buy from you anyway. Now, what do I actually mean by this objection handling process? Now, in other past training videos that I've done here on my social media, on my YouTube, my Instagram, and my Facebook, you will find that there is a process you can follow to be able to handle objections. Now, because that's not the focus of today's video, you can see here steps 1 through 3 are already written out for you so that you can learn how to handle objections. But today we're going to focus on the last 3 aspects or the last 3 steps within the objection handling process, which is where you actually overcome an objection that your prospect gives you. It's the process that you go through to help your prospect overcome their own objection. So as you can see, the overcoming aspect starts in steps 4, 5, and 6. And this is what you're going to do once you've gone through the first 3 steps in your objection handling process. So at this point, you've now been able to clarify what their real concern or what their real objection is. And in step 4, you're going to ask permission to be able to give them feedback. This is ultra important because with your prospects, you don't want to start giving them feedback or reframing their thought process unless they've given you permission to do so. Now, if you go straight into reframing their thought process, they might just feel that your intention is to get them to move forward with the sale no matter what. When you ask for permission, it shows that you truly care about them rather than just getting the sale, and they're giving you permission to actually reframe their thinking and to actually help them overcome their own objections. So you want to start with that step in the overcoming process by asking your prospect for permission to give them some feedback or an alternative perspective from your experience and from helping hundreds of individuals just like them over X amount of years that you've been in your position. So that's the first step that you're going to take in overcoming an objection. The next step is probably the most important step, but you're going to work on your ability to reframe their thought process and their belief system. So, what I mean by this is when you receive an objection as a sales professional, as a business owner, or as an entrepreneur, what an objection essentially is a belief system that your prospect has that tells them they can't buy what you have to offer because of X, Y, or Z reason. When in reality, they might just need an alternative perspective or another belief system to be able to move forward in purchasing what you have to offer. In that case, what you want to do is give them a story based reframe or a logical reframe showing them how the way that they're thinking currently about their objection and about their excuse is not serving them in the long term. Then you can show them an alternative perspective that they could have about what they're dealing with or the excuse that's coming up for them that is going to serve them and help them get what they want. Now, this reframing process is where you want to spend a lot of time collecting stories and working on your ability to be able to help others change their perspective. And as you do that, that's what's going to make you a world-class objection handler and closer. So once you ask for permission, you're then going to help them reframe how they're thinking about the current excuse or objection that they have. And then the sixth and final step that you'll actually use is you're going to recommit them to action. So if you've already tried to close them, they've now brought up an objection, that's when you're going to recommit. If they brought up this objection before you asked for the close, then you'd ask for the commitment for the first time at the end of this process. Either way, it's not your job to force your prospects to make a decision. It's your job to bring them to a fork in the road and ask them to make a decision for themselves. And that is the sixth and final step in the objection overcoming process. Now, with that being said, you guys, this is definitely not everything when it comes to handling objections and overcoming objections. So if you enjoyed today's training and you want to go even deeper into handling objections and overcoming them so that you can close more sales right then and there on your sales meetings and in your sales calls, then all you need to do is comment the word overcome down below this video. And once you do, I will actually send you this free training within my private community and my private training program called Psych Expert, where I coach business professionals, entrepreneurs, and sales reps just like yourself on how to become psychological based sales professionals and to overcome objections. So this training is actually a part of the paid curriculum. I want to give it to you completely for free just to say thank you for watching this video and to hopefully help you out when it comes to closing more sales and collecting more income. To grab access to this training and to the training document, all you have to do is comment the word overcome down below, and I'll send that to you as soon as possible.